Okay guys, so today we've got a little bit of power endurance. This is what I like to refer to as power endurance. A couple of Tabata mashups, and we're going to precede that with a little bit of agility work, which is why I've got you set up on the line of this carpet here. We're just going to use a line on the edge here, and you can do that however. You can use the edge of the carpet, you can use some tape or whatever. But anyway, you'll need a line, and the length of the line really doesn't necessarily matter because you're going to move in a time frame, so you're going to move back to forward, back to forth, and back and forth. So it's totally fine. So if it's whatever this is, whatever it was, about 8 feet, maybe something like that. If you have 5 feet, that's fine. Again, it's back and forth. So first off, go ahead and warm up. Make sure that you get one of those mobility drills that we've got for the beginning. I know those get a little monotonous, but make sure that you're warming up. Right, you've got to warm up. You got to prime that CNS and make sure we're palpating that well, so that way we can just be prepared to work out. That way you don't end up with some sort of a zinger or something when you get up there. You're like, oh, I've got this little thing, and it hurts a little bit, but I'm okay. I'm okay. And the next thing you know, a week later, you're like, it still hurts, and I don't know why it's hurting. Well, it's lack of warm up. So make sure you get that good mobility warm up in. You kind of get all that moving. Then we're going to come in here and we're going to dive into some agility work. Okay. So on your line, we're going to approach here. We're going to start off with an ollie shuffle. So that means I'm going to stand on one side. I'm going to pick one limb up. I'm going to reach out there, one foot. We're going to tap the other side with the ball of the foot. Then we're just going to switch our feet. So my main side of the weight is on the back of the line, and as I switch, then I'm tapping down on the other side of the line. My weight is then on my back foot, right? So back and forth and back and forth. And then we're just going to kind of move up and down the line, right? So like boom, 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 boom. We're just going to keep moving, and again, keeping our weight on this side of the line, toe tapping on that side of the line. 20 seconds of effort, 10 seconds of rest. 3 rounds of that guy. Give yourself just a little bit of additional rest after the 3rd round. Then we're going to move in. We're going to do a karaoke, right? Everybody knows a karaoke. I think if you grew up anywhere in the 80s, from here on this side of the line, we're going to then cross our right foot over our left to tap down on the line in front of you. We'll then draw our left up to be on that side of the line. Then our right comes back behind us to be on the back side of the line again. And then we reset that left foot. Right foot follows, boom, 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 right? And then we'll just zigzag back and forth, right? We're just gonna keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And what we're gonna try and do is move that as smoothly and quickly as we can for our 20 seconds. Again, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 rounds of that guy, then give yourself just a little bit of additional rest. For our 3rd, we have our line, we're gonna straddle the line, right? Nice and even strong. From here, we're going to rotate in our mid-back, right? And our low back does as well, but I want you to concentrate on keeping our mid-back rotating so that our shoulders will face forward, right? From here, we're going to pick our feet up, we're going to shuffle, boom, right? And I'm still facing my chest forward, so my mid-back has rotated, my low back has rotated to allow me to straddle the line the opposite direction. Boom, and back, over, and back, okay? So from there, we're just going to go through our 20 seconds, and we're going to kind of move back and forth across that line. At least as best you can. If you can't get the back to front, I'm not that concerned about it. You can actually just kind of stand there and just kind of like back and forth. That's fine. Or you can move across that line back and forth too. As long as you're trying to keep your chest forward and rotating that mid-back. Okay, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 rounds. Give yourself a little additional rest. Then we're going to come into this where we're just going to eliminate the straddling part, the middle part. So that we're going from our full tilt to the opposite side full tilt. Boom, 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 and so on. All the way through, forward and backward. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 rounds. Perfect. Now, give yourself a little additional rest before we dive into our first Tabata mashup. Tabatas are all 20 seconds of effort, 10 seconds of rest, with no additional rest between exercises or rounds. Cool, so your round goes through, 4 rounds, boom, 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 boom. All right, so we're starting off with just a good old-fashioned squat, wide squat, chest tall, proud through the spine, down and back and up. 20 seconds, as many as we can do. 10 seconds off. 20 seconds of a push-up. 10 seconds off. 20 seconds of a sit-up. And with a sit-up, I'm kind of particular about sit-ups. So when you sit all the way up, we're gonna sit up with a tall spine, again, proud through the crown. Heels are on the floor. We're gonna roll back, right? Activating our abdomen, pulling our belly button back into our bottom position. From there, we're pulling it belly button back, and we're rolling up into that same position. And we're sitting all the way back and up to a full long spine, right? So I'm tall, I'm not slouched over, I'm sitting up nice and tall. Again, proud through my crown, rolling back and in, backing up, keeping my abdomen active throughout. Don't relax your belly button and allow the movement to become the tension. You want to keep your tension tight and then move, okay? So hit your sit-ups, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We have a reverse lunge. You could do a forward lunge if you really wanted to. I'm not gonna be super particular about that, but down and backing up, down and backing up. Nice and smooth throughout. 20 seconds of effort, 10 seconds of rest. And for the grand finale, we have what we call a sprawl, which is essentially a burpee without push-ups or a jumping clap. So essentially it just kind of looks like this, reaching down, boom, kicking the feet out, backing up, and so on. Cool? 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Those are your 5 exercises. Go through all 5 4 times through. So again, squat, push-up, sit-up, lunge, sprawl, boom, 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 boom. Cool. Give yourself 4 minutes of rest. I want a good 4 minutes of rest. So we can kind of let that heart rate recover, let everything get back down to normal, kind of get to a good recovery point before we dive into the next Tabata mashup, which is again 5 exercises, 4 rounds. All we're doing is every one of those exercises, we're just ramping it up a bit. Now we're going to get back, kind of into that heart rate realm a little bit more. So a little bit less strength endurance, a little more power endurance, kind of moving that direction. So our squats are going to turn into squat jumps. So down and backing up, and so on. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Our push-up will become an explosive push-up, plyometric push-up. You can push up and clap if you want. I'm just concerned that you're going to push off hard enough that you can get your hands off the floor. So you can do that from your toes, boom, all the way up. You can do that from the knees. Any of that works. Just try and make sure that you're getting that good plyometric push and getting your hands off the floor just a little bit. Our next is an atomic sit-up. So we go from our bottom position, right? Our top position is going to be the V up, right? Lay back and down, back up, V up, V up, V up, and so on. Cool? All right, so that's our sit-up replacement. Our lunge replacement is going to be a split jump. So it's coming all the way down into a good lunge, jump and switch, and so on. And our sprawl replacement will be the full-on burpee. So all the way down, chest to floor, all the way up, big, jump, and clap. Cool? Again, all 5 of those exercises in order, 4 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off of each. Cool? Hope you guys like it. It's a little bit of a bruiser. I think you'll enjoy it. All right? Make your next one your best one.